Learning how to code can be a daunting task for most, especially if you don't know where to start. There are thousands of different routes you can take to start your coding journey, and everyone's path will be different. If you get too caught up in researching a starting point, you may fall into analysis paralysis and never begin your path to becoming a developer. I'm gonna get straight to the point. The only way to learn coding is to actually start coding. This is quite obvious, but this is the case for every skill, whether it be learning an instrument, playing a sport, or drawing. You may say, well, that's great, but where do I go to learn and what language should I pick? Both are valid questions, but in the long run it really doesn't matter where you learn or what your first language is. Right now I'm a software development manager for a team that writes C# applications, but my first language was MATLAB, then Java, then a handful of other languages before I ever wrote a line of code in C#. The point I'm trying to make here is that your goal should be to think like a developer rather than learning a specific language. Once you know how to think like a developer, you can reasonably learn whatever programming language is required for your job or hobbies. I assume you're new to programming or have never programmed, so I'm going to make this really easy for you. Pick a track from one of these two websites, FreeCodeCamp or Odin Project. Both these websites are well traveled for the beginner and have a lot of great curated instruction and will cover the interests of most beginners. The courses will prescribe you with a programming language to use, the coding editor, and the types of problems to work on. As a beginner, you want to follow the least path of resistance in order to keep you motivated and moving towards your goals. Once you've completed the course of your choice, only then should you graduate onto something new. You'll eventually want to start building things on your own, whether it be a web app, mobile app, or API. You'll learn the most by solving your own problems and discovering the solutions through trial and error. The battle scars earned from seeing a difficult project through to completion will undoubtedly level up your skills as a developer. That is really the only advice I want to give you, because it should really be that simple to learn. If you don't like the two options I gave, find a structured track or bootcamp that covers your needs and see that through to completion. I was a mediocre programmer as an electrical engineering undergrad. I didn't become a good developer until I buckled down and completed a full-year graduate certificate program in C++ development. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video and would like similar content in the future. See you in the next one.